All right, so we're diving into the NBA slate for this weekend, specifically January 30th and 31st. We've got a ton of data, but we're going to zero in on one game,
Hmm.
the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Washington Wizards. And when you look at the sources here, this game is, I mean, it's basically a finished product versus a team that's still like a total construction site.
Yeah, that's a polite way to put it. The numbers are just so different. You've got the Lakers sitting pretty at 28 and 18, looking at playoff seeding,
Right.
and then the Wizards at, what, 11 and 34.
Yeah.
But I think the real deep dive here isn't just saying, oh, the Lakers are better. It's about figuring out if that gap is really as massive as it looks on paper.
Exactly. So let's break down the Lakers first. The big headline is their offense. They're scoring like over 116 points a game, which is huge.
It is.
But looking at the game logs, it doesn't feel like a system. It just feels like the Luka Doncic show.
It is the Lucas show, and that's, a bit of a double-edged sword. He's playing at MVP level, no question.
Yeah.
He drives everything for them. But the sources all point to how much they depend on him. I mean, that comeback win against the Mavericks was amazing, but it showed they need these heroic efforts just to win. They aren't just blowing teams out.
They're out talenting them in the last 5 minutes.
Exactly. And that strategy gets real risky when you start looking at the injuries.
Which brings us to Austin Reeves. He's out. And I think a lot of people might just shrug that off. He's not the superstar. But he is so important for their offense, isn't he?
Oh, it's a crucial loss. The data is clear on this.
Mm-hmm.
Without Reeves on the floor, the whole court just kind of shrinks.
Right, the spacing.
Yeah, he gives them that spacing, and he can handle the ball a bit, which it just takes pressure off Luka. Without him, defenses can just load up on Doncic. It totally changes the geometry of their attack. So yeah, the Lakers are powerful, but they're definitely shorthanded here.
Okay, so the juggernaut has a weak spot, but can a team like Washington actually exploit it? I mean, I see they just snapped a losing streak against Portland, so there's a pulse.
A very faint one. Thin is the word that comes to mind with their roster. It's a full-on rebuild. They really struggle to play a whole 48 minutes of coherent basketball.
So what's the point of watching for them?
You're not watching the score. You're watching for development. And all the sources are pointing to one guy to keep an eye on, Alex Sarr.
Sarr is the future.
Yeah.
But the present, or what's left of it, is Trae Young. And the reports on him are murky. He's listed as questionable.
And that's the whole game right there. If Trae doesn't play, or even if he's like 70%, the Wizards have no engine. Zero.
He's the only one who can create anything.
He is the only guy on that entire roster who can even begin to match the kind of firepower the Lakers have. If he sits, you're asking a G League level squad to outscore Luka Doncic. It's just, it's a math problem they can't solve.
Which explains what we're seeing in the predictive models. We ran the numbers, and the AI projections are giving the Lakers around a 70% chance to win.
And honestly, with the Trae Young news, that almost feels a little conservative.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
I mean, tactically, the Lakers should just control this game from the tip. The Wizards are a burst team. They might hit 3 or 4 threes in a row, look amazing for a quarter.
But they can't sustain it.
Never. Not against a good team. And history is not on their side here. The Lakers have beaten them 127 times to 77. All the evidence just points one way.
So the baseline here is that the Lakers should handle their business, probably pull away early.
It's a test of their professionalism, really.
Okay, but let me leave you with this final thought. The models say blowout. The records say mismatch. We've established all that. But we also just said the Lakers are vulnerable. They lean so heavily on Luka, and now they're missing their main safety valve in Reeves. What if Trae Young does play, gets hot, and that young Wizards core just catches fire from 3? Is the biggest upset of the year actually on the table?
You would need a true statistical anomaly from behind the arc. But, it's 2026. Stranger things have definitely happened.
We will see if the math holds up. Thanks for diving in with us.